Yeah, I think this is it. Put me on the list. We so VIP. Go ahead, take a sip. Cruising on the strip. Let's go take a ride. Hey, we too legit. We don't even try. 100-meter dash on the track. Where we at though? Don't be trying to smash on the gas. Just relax, yo. They say don't be gone for too long.
What is going on, bro? Welcome to the video. We can officially start filming now because Julia has the Starbucks.
I love me some Starbucks.
Fun fact, I actually don't drink coffee anymore. For me, it's either pre-workout or bust.
Well, that's not actually true because when we first started dating, he would always make me Nespressos.
All right, little pro tip for y'all. Buy one of those Nespresso machines, then when girls come over, you make them an espresso and it makes you seem very sophisticated. That being said, today, I want to tell you about a few things that you're probably doing without even realizing it and that are completely destroying your chances with every single girl that you meet. All right, number one is the special situation. All right, so back my second or third year of college, I think, in my Spanish class.
Wait, your Spanish class? You're fluent in Spanish. Why were you taking a Spanish class?
I mean, it was an easy grade, and there was also this girl, Marissa, in my class, right? This slim, blonde girl. She was just my type. Obviously, my tastes have changed a little bit. But after weeks of working up courage, I asked her to hang out. She said yes. We went out with my friends. We had a good time. The next weekend, she came over to my apartment. None of my roommates were there. We kissed on the sofa. I did not escalate things. And after that, she didn't ghost me. Like, she still replied to my text messages. But she had an excuse every single time that I tried to hang out with her. And like, I was trying to hang out with her, man. I tried time and time again for 3 or 4 weeks, and it just didn't happen. Now, if this was happening to your friend, what would you tell him? You'd be like, man, you need to move on. This girl clearly does not like you. You need to stop being so needy. This is not healthy for you. You just need to move on, bro. But young David was like, you know what? This is a special situation. This girl really likes me. She's still replying to my text messages. Last time when we hung out, we talked about hanging out more. Like, I know it's gonna happen, man. It's a special situation. Now, obviously, things did not work out with Marissa. And unfortunately, you know, several other times throughout my 20s, I got obsessed with girls and convinced myself, no, this time it's unique. And what I've learned, the harsh truth I've learned, is that there's no such thing as special situations with girls. Like, at the end of the day, relationship dynamics are extremely simple. And no matter what you're telling yourself, your situation is not unique. You know, a lot of people send me messages and ask me for dating advice. And sometimes they'll say, well, there's this girl at the gym who I really want to ask out. Like, what should I do? I'm like, well, you should go ask her, do you want to hang out sometime? And he's like, nah, man, you don't understand. It's a unique situation because, like, she knows some of the people I know at the gym. I'm like, bro, if you want to hang out with the girl, there's no other way to do it other than asking her. He's like, I don't know if she likes me yet. I'm like, well, that's how you find out. Or another common one guys will say is, there's this girl, and I know that she used to like me, man, but she's not really texting me that much anymore. Kind of like Marissa, you know, how do I get her interested again? Like, man, if she's not replying to your texts, you need to move on. But you don't understand, David. Like, I know that she likes me. We used to have this connection. Bro, you're just looking for excuses to hold on to hope. You're being weak. At the end of the day, if you have to tell other people that your situation is special, then you're just searching for excuses to let yourself keep being needy, or you're too afraid to admit the fact that the girl is not into you, and you need to be stronger, and you need to move on. So today we got a push day. Y'all know I'm following the 5-day upper-lower split inside the Beastly app. And it's supposed to start with a military press, but as y'all know, I'm still recovering from this cervical spine injury and I can't really press with a barbell, so I'm swapping it out for this machine shoulder press. And the good news is that we're adding the exercise substitution feature to the Beastly app probably within the next week or two, so you can easily swap out any exercise, customize any routine. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Gains. Bruh. You know what's better than having a pump going? Having a pump going with a freshly manscaped belly, because then you can actually like look good with your shirt off. Man, it still shocks me how many guys think that they don't need to manscape.
Every time we're at the pool and I see this attractive man, but he has like a hairy chest, it's just such a turnoff.
Well, I think a lot of these guys like honestly believe that girls prefer a hairy chest and a hairy abs.
Not any girls I know, and the girls that probably do are the ones that don't shave themselves.
Or maybe some really old lumberjack ladies, if that's what you're into. You know what? Let's go ahead and partner with Manscaped to be the sponsor of today's video. You see this guy right here? This is the Lawnmower 3.0 from Manscaped, and it's straight up the best body trimmer in the game. Like, I use this for my chest, my abs, and down under because it has skin-safe technology, so you can get a close trim without leaving any nicks or ingrown hairs. It has extended battery life versus the previous versions. It's waterproof. You can use it in the shower, and it even has this LED light. Not sure if you can see it in the sun, but that's going to illuminate the area you're trimming so you don't miss any hairs. And because Manscaped is sponsoring the video today, you can use that code right there to get 20% off plus free shipping. You can use that on the trimmer or their Perfect Package 3.0 that comes with the trimmer and some other cool accessories too, like their cooling boxer briefs. These guys are perfect for making gains in the gym. If you're ready to take your manscaping game to the next level, just click that first link down in the description. All right, number 2 is preparation mode. All right, if we rewind back to my early 20s when I was having no success with girls, something that I used to tell myself was, I need to get jacked and then I can start pursuing girls, because I was scrawny back then, man. And I don't regret this necessarily because that's what got me started on my fitness journey. But looking back, like, I was just being a wuss. I was afraid of talking to girls, so I was giving myself this reason not to get out of my comfort zone, but I was telling myself the story so that I could feel good about it and I could feel in control. And when I'm working with guys now, you know, to help them improve their dating life, I see this a lot. They tell me, you know, I don't think I'm ready yet to actually start talking to girls. First, I need to lose 20 pounds and get a better job. And then at that point, you know, the girls are gonna come to me. And I'm not gonna bullshit you and say that money and looks are not important. Obviously, these things are gonna help. But right now, you can be working on your body, you can be working on your career, and you can also be pursuing girls, man. And if you don't think so, you're just telling yourself a story so that you don't have to face your fears. Now, at this point, the main objection I'll get is, yeah, well, I guess I could start now, but then realistically, I'm gonna have to settle for girls that are below my standards, and I'm just not that type of guy. And look, I understand, I used to do this too, but if you're thinking this, then I have 2 things to tell you. First of all, this is just another excuse. Like, if you see a girl and you're like, well, like, she's not super fit, or her nose is a little funny looking, like, all you're doing is you're searching for that one reason that you don't have to approach. Again, you're telling yourself this fake story so that you feel like you're in control when really you're just being a puss. And second, you don't download Call of Duty and just start playing against the FaZe clan and all the pros because you get your ass handed to you, right? Well, approaching girls is also a skill that you have to learn, right? And right now, if you're afraid, you don't want to just go out and start talking to the most attractive girl, even if you're fit and you have your job in order. Like, it makes sense to start talking with some girls so you find moderately attractive first and get comfortable around those girls and work your way up. If you keep holding out for that perfect 10, when she finally comes along, you're just gonna let her walk by anyway. Like, it's just a losing strategy. You gotta be honest with yourself, man. You gotta cut the BS and you gotta start taking action.
Yeah, got me feeling like a couple stacks. Don't you hit me up, I'ma call you back. Hey, I'm taking my time, playing real smooth. Hey, we hotter than the summer.
So tomorrow, we're heading up to New Hampshire for a week to see Julia's family. Then after that, we're heading to North Carolina to see my parents. So we're gonna have like a lot of mama's home cooking coming up, which is why I took this opportunity to get something kind of the opposite of mama's home cooking. This is P. Terry's, and this is like the hamburger joint of Texas. It's like a McDonald's or In-N-Out from Texas. Honestly, I only had this like one time when I moved here a few years ago. It was okay, but I want to give it another chance. You can't leave the drone on the car. The rooftop has become like my landing strip, helipad. I don't know. All right, so we got some fries. These actually look really good. A bacon double cheeseburger looks all right. And this oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. And of course, some lemonade, bro. Standard lemonade. Not gonna lie, these might be the best fast food fries I've had. 9 out of 10. Burger's like a step above McDonald's, a step below In-N-Out. 7 out of 10. All right, number 3 is what I call no transformation. All right, so if we get down to it, the reason that most guys have very limited success with girls is because rejection is scary, right? You're afraid that if you approach a girl and you get rejected, it's gonna be embarrassing. Maybe her friends are gonna find out about it. Maybe your friends are gonna find out about it. Maybe it's a girl who's a friend of a friend and you see her again and again. You're afraid it's gonna be awkward. And I think the ultimate fear is that it's like confirmation that you're not good enough. If you approach a girl and she rejects you, now you're like, man, I'm not good enough for that girl. And that's the most painful thing of all, right? Like, these are the reasons that for so many years, the idea of approaching a girl or asking a girl out, it straight up paralyzed me and I couldn't do it. And even when I got into pickup and I started forcing myself to approach girls, every approach was so terrifying because I was so afraid of hearing no. And ultimately, the most important technique that I ever learned that allowed me to finally be confident with my approach is what I call the no transformation. What I mean is you have to stop seeing no as something bad, because when you get rejected, it's actually a good thing. And here's what I mean by that. If there's a girl at the gym who you keep seeing every time, you're gonna stress yourself out a lot, right? Like, I don't know how to approach her. It's gonna be bad, and you're stuck inside your head and you torture yourself. If you go up and approach her and you talk to her and you say, do you wanna hang out sometime? And she says, sorry, I have a boyfriend. Well, now it's liberating actually, because no longer do you have this mental burden. You know that this is not a girl things are gonna work out with, and now you get to move on. It's like, if a girl says yes, you go on a date with her and that's amazing. If a girl says no, it's like you just filtered her out, so you don't have to waste any more time or energy stressing about her, because ultimately, yes, the pain of rejection, it stings, it's awkward for a few seconds, but the more painful thing is going out, seeing a girl you want to talk to, and then not doing it, because then you regret it and you're so anxious about it. You're anxious that you're gonna see her again. But if you just fucking ask her, bro, and she says no, well, now you know it's this weight that's off your back and you can move on to the next girl. Dating is, and it's always gonna be, a numbers game. If you approach 10 girls, then maybe 2 or 3 of them will give you their phone number, and then maybe one of those phone numbers will turn into a date. So if you don't get comfortable being rejected by those 9 girls, you're never gonna get that date. It's just physically not gonna happen. And by the way, the same thing goes with online dating. You know, the biggest mistake I see guys making is that they get matches and then they turn into a pen pal with a girl where they just message back and forth and they never ask the girl, do you wanna hang out sometime? Because ultimately they're afraid the girl's gonna say no, and then they're gonna stop getting the validation of texting that girl. But again, like, why do you wanna waste time and energy on a girl who's ultimately not gonna hang out with you? The sooner you ask her, do you wanna hang out sometime, the better, because then you can get that no and you can move on with your life. I promise, man, this is the most powerful lesson that I've ever learned in terms of dating. And if you implement this, you're gonna turn into an approach machine, because you're gonna see a girl at the grocery store or at the gym and you're gonna be like, all right, let me find out. Rather than like, oh, I don't know what to say. It's just like, all right, let me find out. It's gonna be a no or it's gonna be a yes. Not a big deal either way. Either way is a win. Either way, I get to move on with my life. Like, if a girl is not gonna hang out with you, she's straight up just not worth wasting your time on. Something that might be worth wasting my time on right now is trying this oatmeal raisin cookie I forgot to try. Oatmeal chocolate chip. I don't like raisins. Yeah, it's like a 6.5 out of 10 probably. Anyway, bro, I am gonna wrap this video up here. I hope that this video made you aware of some things. Damn, those are some bright headlights. I hope this video made you aware of some things that you might be doing to sabotage your own dating life. I don't know why this guy's rolling up right on me right now. Crazy parking lot. If you're still watching this video, I appreciate you so much, bro. Hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, click subscribe and turn notifications on, because I drop 2 new videos every single week and you do not want to miss them. I will talk to all of y'all in the next video. Stay beastly.